Welcome back to the show. Got a delightful time ahead because we're going to be talking about Whiskey Fest at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. And of course, Bruce Gietzen, my partner in crime for so many years
Yep.
at KXXV, is here because this is your wonderful baby. And we have a wonderful guest here with us as well. This is John Evans, who is with Wilson Valley Mercantile, Bell County's only legal
That's right.
distillery.
First and only, as
The
far as I
first and
know
only.
of.
And so it's delightful to have you here, Bruce. This is the third year for Whiskey Fest as a fundraiser for
Right.
the Texas Sports Hall of
Right.
Fame. And you've got it bigger and better, right?
Well, we started it 2 years ago and thought, we've got the best athletes in Texas here, and whiskey's becoming big business, right, John? There's more than
Absolutely.
150 distillers in the state of Texas, and we thought that'd be kind of cool because I didn't know any other whiskey festival that only invited Texas distillers. Do you know of another one that's only Texas distillers?
There is the Texas Whiskey Festival that you have to produce a whiskey, but I'm not sure if it's limited only to Texas
I
distillers
think
or not.
I think they do Kentucky and Tennessee folks too, and we
Right.
just wanted
We
to
do
do
limit it
Texas.
to the Lone Star State.
So it's only Texas distillers and we've only got Texas athletes, and we thought maybe we can create a synergy there and get some of the best Texas distillers in. And the first year we did it, we had 11 Texas distillers, and last year we had 14, and this year we've got 16, and
All
number
right.
keeps going up. And part of that is thanks to some good people in the Texas Distillers Distilled Spirits Association and the Whiskey Association. And John's an officer in both of those.
I try not to publicize that.
But
Well, it's important to be involved in the mechanics
absolutely.
of a profession or a business
Well,
like
that's,
this.
that's why I'm in both places, because I
Yeah.
want to help wherever I can, and that's also a way to network and meet more people. So
and whiskey has become big business in Texas, right?
it absolutely has been. It has. We have a large variety of types of whiskeys, and they're all amazing and they're unique to us, and that's what you want when you're trying to grow an industry, really.
I don't know much. In fact, I know nothing, frankly, about whiskey. That I just never acquired a taste for the hard stuff. But I know a lot of people, a lot of women are as well. But this kind of really caters to the gentleman, correct?
Well, I would say no, not really. Would you
Okay.
say that too, John?
I know quite a few ladies that do like whiskey, and I know there's actually the president of the Whiskey Associations, Natasha DeHart with Bent Distilling, and so absolutely there are connoisseurs of both men and women. So
Okay. Well, that's good. And I think what I understand makes your particular distillery unique. You grow the grains yourself?
I'm a farmer and a rancher first, and I just came from the farm, so I kind of look like I've been working, because I have been working from air conditioning on a tractor to moving barrels around in our rick house this morning. So whatever needs to be done is what I go do any given day. I tend to call myself a manager of chaos. Just whatever chaos needs attention any given day, that's where I try and point myself.
So what got you interested in becoming a distiller?
So probably about, I don't know, maybe 2017, 2018, somewhere in that neighborhood, I was sitting at my kitchen table thinking, what can I do to make corn worth more money? And I thought, bourbon's mostly made out of corn, so let's see if we can figure that out. And that's more or less what led us here. It's a lot more than that. Telling a story, I mean, I'm the fifth generation living on our family farm and ranch. My kids are the sixth. So that's nearly 160 years that my family's been squatting in the same place and raising corn, wheat, and oats, and cattle. So it became more about telling that story. Another thing, whenever you live your family lives in the same place for so many years, you accumulate a lot of stuff. And I'm being really nice when I say stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
We have a 4,000 pound safe that used to be in a general merchandise business that some of my great great uncle owned in Little River Academy. Don't know if you've ever been to Wayne Shirley's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Uh-huh.
So that's the Evans General Store, was built in 1911.
Oh.
So in our tasting room, I have the cash register that was out of that business. I have the safe that's out of that business. I've got a organ from, I don't know when, it lived in my living room and then my den for my whole life. I live in the house that my grandparents built in
Yeah.
about 1954. There's furniture that I know my grandparents bought brand new in 1954 that's been moved. The first time it was moved to the distillery tasting room.
Hmm.
So it's some history and neat things and fun things, and just lets us talk about a lot of history and heritage of our family.
Yeah. 54 was a good year, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We like
We
that
were both
year.
born in 54. As was.
Well, it sounds like it was a good year.
It was a very good year, and it's just wonderful that you have these family artifacts and that you're sharing them now in the mercantile.
So, but what one of the things that I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that makes you different is every step of the way along the whiskey, you guys are the manufacturer. You're the one who does it, right?
We can, whether we label the on our menu, if it says seed to sip next to it, that means everything that was done to that started what was done by us. So we planted the seed, we grew the plant, we fertilized it, we harvested it, we mashed it, milled it, distilled it, bottled it from A to Z, and actually right now even served it at this point, because the only place that it's served out of is our tasting room. We're not in distribution beyond that, and that's intentional, because we just don't have the supply that a larger distillery would have at this point in time. We want to be there at some point in time, but we're just not quite ready yet. But absolutely, that's I don't know that there are other farm distilleries around. But I don't know that they can say that they are growing all the grain that they're making their whiskeys out of.
The only place people can get Wilson Valley whiskey is at your place, but they can also get some great beef, great steaks. They can take beef home, and that's
right.
beef that you raise, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
We have been making beef a lot longer than we've been making bourbon and whiskey. And we do sell it out of the tasting room, both frozen to go. So if you wanted to take anywhere from a pound of hamburger all the way up to a side of beef with a little bit of forewarning, we can arrange that to happen.
Wow.
And we also, out of the kitchen, we make burgers out of our beef. We do a sirloin burger, a regular burger, cheesesteaks. Anything beef on our menu is beef that we raised.
Okay. I've heard you got a pretty good chicken fried steak. Is that right?
Somebody fibbed to you. We do not have a chicken fried steak.
Oh, okay.
We do have steak fingers, though. They're fairly popular.
Okay.
But by all means, we make more burgers than anything else.
Okay.
And we've had lots of good compliments on those. So.
And this is in Little River Academy.
So rural Bell County, just outside of Little River Academy.
Okay, just outside.
So we mentioned Wayne Shirley's earlier. We're about a mile south of Wayne Shirley's.
Okay.
Or where it was.
What are your hours, just if folks want to toddle down there and
So
see?
this is our third or fourth job. We do this because we like it. We at this point we don't get paid for it. My wife and I, we also make our kids work too. So there's that added benefit. But we're open Thursday, Friday evening, so 5 until 9 on Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday we open at 2 and we close at 9.
Okay. Sounds like a road trip, Bruce.
It does
for you
sound
and
like a
Dana,
road
Mike,
trip.
and me.
And-
Y'all just come on.
And you
Bring your friends.
You got some live music too, right? Occasionally.
A little bit more than occasionally, unless somebody cancels on me in the last week. We've got live music every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That we're
Good
open.
job. Okay.
It's always great to see a live music venue for all the musicians around.
We've enjoyed it. That really wasn't. I mean, we wanted to have the option of having live music on the front end. I had the stage bought before we ever opened.
Oh, really?
When we did open, which has coincidentally been just right at exactly 3 years ago, the third week in September was our 3-year anniversary, which we forgot to celebrate because we were busy.
But too busy to celebrate.
Too busy to celebrate. Too many things going. We were still in corn harvest. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And anyways, the first 3 or 4 weeks we were open, we set up musicians, and I did a Facebook post asking for people to want to play. And since then, haven't looked back. I actively try and book the folks that I know that we have coming around that I want to have back. And every week I get messages wanting to play. So I guess we're doing something other right. We've got our full PA and everything set up. Stage is nice, lighting's good. So it's not something that just got thrown together willy-nilly. We intended it to be a venue. We just didn't intend it to be that much of a music venue on the front. It kind of worked its way in there, and we're happy that it has.
I love it when things just sort of explode.
Fall together?
Yeah. Texas Sports Hall of Fame, though, this is a crucial fundraiser for the hall.
It is. The museum, like a lot of museums, we're a nonprofit, and so we count on event rentals. We rent out the space a lot, about 90 times a year. The induction banquet every year is our big fundraiser. We have a golf tournament during Father's Day weekend, create some other special events. We have these Lone Star luncheons that we have 3 times a year. And then we created the Whiskey Festival 2 or 3 years ago. And it was funny when I suggested to the board of trustees, I said, what about doing a whiskey festival? And they come in, a whiskey festival for the Sports Hall of Fame? What's the Texas connection? Well, that was a question I wanted to hear. And I said, look, Texas whiskey, third largest state, doing whiskey now in the United States after Kentucky and Tennessee. And I would think there's a synergy there. And they kind of said, okay, we'll try it. Well, we tried it. A lot of the board came and they said, hey, this was a cool event. We liked it. John was there. Thank you so much. You've
Absolutely.
been a faithful pourer. And one of the cool things about our whiskey festival, some of the big ones in Austin and Dallas and stuff, they'll have 1,000 or 1,500 people there, and you'll go there, and the distillers will just be pouring nonstop for 2 or 3 or 4 hours, however long it is, and it's just like an assembly line of doing. At our whiskey festival, we'll have about 250 to 300 people there, and the distillers get a chance to talk to the customer. Here's what makes our whiskey unique. Here, can you taste a little bit of this in our whiskey? And so you get to develop a little bit of a relationship there. And so all the distillers we've talked to, and hopefully you feel the same way, it's kind of cool that you get a chance to talk to the customer.
Oh, absolutely. Build some rapport and tell your story one-on-one. That's or 3 or 4 on one, just
and say,
have a conversation.
Yeah. Get them to come down to Little River Academy and have a great steak or a burger and try our whiskey. And
that's the idea.
You also got some craft beer and stuff.
We do. Started making beer right at a year ago. That's been good.
Is there anything you don't do, John?
Sleep much.
No, so very grateful to John and the distillers. We've got 16 here.
Yeah, which is the most you've ever had.
Yep, and four are new. Have never been there before, so it's a chance for repeat customers to come and try some new whiskeys. And there's always going to be some new ones, but we're grateful for the people like John and Rebecca Creek and Balcones, our hometown distiller, who come and support the museum and support us. And a lot of the people we have come in says, when's the next one? And it's just a fun event. And the thing that makes us unique, our ticket price includes food, and you guys can share in the food too. It's at gourmet hors d'oeuvres, and so a lot of the whiskey festivals are outdoor. We're totally indoors, and they have a food truck, and you pay extra for the food truck. Now ours is one price, takes care of everything, people have enjoyed that. I'd never had an hors d'oeuvre that was what do you call it when the beef Wellington? And last year, did you get a chance to try some of that?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot of people were raving about that, and congrats to Bon Appetit, the local caterer who catered that. And so,
are they coming back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just a fun evening, and it's Saturday, November 8th, and we can talk about ticket price. I think you got to take a break here pretty soon, don't you?
Well, I do. In fact, I want to come back. I want to talk more about the event and about the hall, but we will take a quick break. And when we come back, we will hear more from Bruce and John. You stay with us.
With a focus on performance, design, and customer service, we're here to help you work smarter, not harder. Join us on our journey to simplify your world. Visit acasis.com today. That's ACASIS.com today.
If your home's feeling a bit dated or you're dreaming of that beautiful outdoor oasis, I have got the team for you. Gather & Co., the family-owned remodeling pros right here in Greater Waco since 1998. Led by the Falconberry family, they specialize in stunning kitchen and bathroom makeovers. Think custom walk-in showers, sleek cabinetry, and aging-in-place upgrades for easy living. They also nail outdoor spaces with pergolas, patio covers, sunrooms, and screen rooms that turn your backyard into a year-round retreat. What sets them apart? Personalized designs, top-notch craftsmanship, and a hassle-free process for free in-home consultations to spot-on completion, plus financing options to make it simple. Customers love them, raving about the friendly crew and attention to every detail. Ready to gather in your dream home? Call Gather & Co. today, 254-759-1147 for a no-obligation quote. Visit GatherCoRemodeling.com. Your remodel starts here. And we're back with Bruce Gietzen of the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. He is the founder and the impresario for the Legends of Texas Whiskey Festival, the Sports Hall of Fame.
I've
which
never
is
been called an impresario before.
Well, you are.
There are worse things
I
you could
think
call.
it's, I think it's
absolutely.
pretty apt description of you, Bruce Gietzen. And John Evans of the Wilson Valley Mercantile, and in Bell County, the only legal distillery. So
First and only legal.
first and only legal distillery. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit. And I told you earlier when we were talking before we began that I never developed a taste for it. So I don't really understand anything at all about whiskey, bourbon. I know there's a difference. That's about the extent of it.
Well,
And unlike I know a little bit more about wine, shall we say, and the different grapes and all that. Will there be some wine at this event?
There will be some wine. We have a sponsor agreement with Becker Vineyards, and
Ooh, yeah.
they supply some wine for
The
people.
good
That's
Texas,
included in
yeah.
the ticket price as well, because we've had some families come and somebody will say, "Well, my wife doesn't really drink whiskey." Well, we've got wine, and
Yeah.
so that was a good deal. But I agreed with you what you said earlier. Sometimes it's surprising. I won't mention the name, but there was a retired government official here in town when we did the first year, and I was talking to him, and I said, "Do you think we should have a wine bar too?" And he said, "Why?" I said, because sometimes the women like it. He says, "My wife drinks more whiskey than I do." I went, "Okay, that's good to know. But I'm not going to say his name."
So,
You know?
so it's not exclusive to the gentleman. But I think one of the questions we did have for you, Joe, how many different varieties do you have? Oh, and the other question I had for you, from the grain, the planting, to the pouring, what kind of a time period are we talking about?
all right. Well, I'll tackle that one first. And
Okay.
the short answer is it depends. The little bit more in depth answer. So figure you've got a year from planting to whenever you're going to use the grain, or until it's harvested at least. So you build a year in for that. And then however long you want to age it, you don't necessarily have to age it. You can make a white whiskey, which is going to be a fancy way of saying moonshine.
Yep.
So an unaged whiskey.
Hmm.
So that would be one option. So essentially, I mean, if you wanted to harvest it and turn around the next day and distill it, or ferment it, mash it, mill it, ferment it, figure another couple of weeks. So
pretty
quick turnaround if you want to do that.
Mhm.
If you're going to age it, there is no legal requirement for aging bourbon. I mean, you could technically distill it into a new barrel, swish it around, dump it out. It's legally bourbon. It wouldn't be bourbon worth drinking, but it would legally be bourbon.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other legalese that's got to be met to qualify.
I
qualify as
imagine there's
bourbon,
lots
but-
of rules. Yeah.
Oh, just a few. A few. But on the front end, personally, we decided that we would not take anything out of the barrel under a year old. We did so. I'll lead that into the other part of that question is what do we have? So we have a white whiskey because we wanted something when we first opened to be able to sell that was our own make.
Mhm.
So like I said, that seed to sip thing. Then we have 3 bourbons and a rye whiskey since then. They're all aged between a year and 2 years. We're actually going to be bottling again here shortly because we've used up everything that we have bottled previously on 2 of our bourbons. And I haven't decided which barrels to pull yet. We have 1 barrel left from the original barreling from coming up on 3 years ago.
Mhm.
It probably won't be that one that I pick. But so 3 bourbons. We've got what we call Texas 3-way bourbon. So it's corn, wheat, and oats that we grow. That's the 3 things that I knew on the front end that we could grow well. So that's what we developed a mash bill out of those.
Uh-huh.
We have one that we call Notch bourbon. The same thing, corn, wheat, and oats. It uses different yeasts, so it's a very different taste. It's much bolder. 3-way, we call it sweeter. Notch is a little bit more bolder flavored. And I try not to go into details on there's a nose of this or that. Or
Oh yeah, it's like a sommelier for
absolutely.
wine.
I heard a gentleman talking about Chinese tea several years ago talk about, he likes to let the tea speak for itself. So I kind of feel that way about the bourbon too. I want the bourbon to talk for
I
itself
got it. Yeah.
and let people experience it without, trying to persuade them that they're smelling toasted almonds or anything like that, or tasting toasted almonds. So 3-way notch. We've got one that's we call it Texas Bloody Butcher. So Bloody Butcher is an heirloom red corn that would have been grown in late 1800s. I sourced some of that grain and grew some 3 years ago and then 2 years ago, and it failed last year because it all got rained out.
Oh.
Farmers are not averse to risk. Maybe that's why I opened the distillery. And then we have our rye, which is 51% rye, 4% corn, and 15% oats. And I like that proportion on the mash bill, and all the bourbons except for the Bloody Butcher are that same percentage set up on the mash bill.
But John, everyone has a unique taste, right?
Absolutely.
That's kind of the fun, isn't it? Trying to figure out what taste you taste in each whiskey.
Absolutely, it is. And it's one thing. You come to the distillery, you've got 4 very unique, our own take of those things, with the exception of the 100% Bloody Butcher, which you could do that anywhere. I don't know that you can replicate the same taste of any of the other ones if you were anywhere else in the world. So.
No, and then I get asked a lot, and I don't know that I give them the correct answer. A lot of people say, what's the difference between whiskey and bourbon?
So all bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon. So think of it, you've got the bigger classification that is bourbon, that is whiskey, and then bourbon is a subset.
Okay.
So you have wheat whiskey, you have single malt whiskey, you have rye whiskey, you have bourbon. So those are all types of whiskey.
Okay.
So if you ever look at the bottle, it'll actually say it is bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
It won't just say bourbon.
Okay.
That is another legal requirement.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
A couple of other questions about the event. Well, first of all, you've got a great presenting sponsor.
Yes. Joe Caleo, Group at Morgan Stanley, again for the second year in a row. And Joe's a great friend, and also has put together a wonderful team to help with financial advising here in Central Texas. And they joined on last year and said, we want to do it again. So we're very pleased and very grateful to Joe Caleo and his group at Morgan Stanley for their support, helping the museum, and hope that continues. So,
Okay. And any accommodations for perhaps tipsy drivers?
We do. We have a complimentary shuttle that we offer the last 2 hours of the event, and within like a 10-mile radius of the museum, we'll make sure you get home safely, and that's complimentary from our shuttle sponsor. And we've got 2 different groups now trying to decide who's going to be the shuttle sponsor, so I don't know for sure yet who that's going to be. But we tried that 2 years ago just because we wanted people to get home safe. Our customers are important to us, and we were really, I don't want to say shocked, but surprised that almost 2/3 of our attendees used that shuttle to get home. They had somebody drop them off, a friend or family member, or they Ubered to the museum, and then we made sure they got home free. And that was just a service that we offer and included in the ticket price and stuff. And we're absolutely thrilled that a lot of people took advantage of that. So yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So do you have like a VIP experience, or is just one ticket price?
Everybody's a VIP. No, yeah.
Of course they are.
We have a general admission ticket, which is $100, and the event goes from 6 to 8:30, and 2.5 hours is, they think, well, that's not very long. That's plenty long if you're tasting, 20 or 30 sips of bourbon, and it's just a taste. It's a small, but what you're trying to do is taste the differences and see what you like and what your friends like or whatever, so you know what to go and buy, or drive to Little River Academy and pick up your favorite bottle, because that's the only place they can get yours.
For us, that's right. But it at least gives you an idea of what you might want to try some, in a larger quantity at some point in time.
And so that's from 6 to 8:30, and that's the general admission ticket, and it's $100. That includes all the whiskey you want to taste, as long as the distillers decide you're not unfit to taste any more whiskey, and so, but then it also includes the food, the hors d'oeuvres, and we have some great raffle prizes. The most popular one is our distiller selection. We ask each of the distillers pouring at the event to donate at least one bottle of their favorite liquor. And so we ended up last year with like 28 bottles of favorite spirits from distillers, and that's a huge bucket and everything. And that was the main prize in the raffle. But we have another 10 or 12 prizes that are golf outings for 4, or weekend trips, or autographed memorabilia from the museum and stuff. So it's pretty popular to do that. And then, so the general admission, they get that. They get to eat and drink and enjoy and see the exhibits of the museum at the same time. If you do a VIP admission, it's $150. It's $50 more. You can come an hour earlier, and you get some special tastings and sip sessions, which are educational sessions. John's going to do one of those for us to tell us about his whiskey. And you also get a free event t-shirt. You come in, so try to make that worthwhile to it. And so you've got your choice there, and $100 or $150, and we probably sell more VIP ones than we do general admission. So, but it's a fun night for a great cause, and something you're not going to find anywhere else. Totally indoors, no weather problems, and get a chance to sample probably maybe as many as 50 whiskeys and bourbons on the night. And it's fun. We also have celebrity judges who judge it. And the first year we did that, it was Larry Durker and Tony Franklin and Seth Russell. They came in, and we had all these samples set out in this room, and they each had to look at like 30 samples of whiskey.
So it was like a blind tasting?
Yes,
for
it's
them?
a blind tasting and judging, but they saw all those glasses set. They're like, we got to drink every one of those. I said, no, you don't drink. You
take
taste,
a
and there's a
sip.
difference, right?
Stick your tongue in. Okay.
You got to have the spit bucket.
That's right. Yeah. Every booth has got a spit bucket, and they do that, And so, my gosh, the secret: sniff, swirl, taste, and then
It's a complete experience.
it's a complete experience. Yeah, no
Yeah,
question
for
about
sure.
it. But it was fun. They had a blast doing that too, and they've all asked to come back. So
Random story I want to tell real
Okay.
quick. So early on when we were first started our production, we were when you're in the production run, you go through every now and then you taste the spirit coming out. Well, at the start of that run, you're talking about 160 proof distillate, so it's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Well, my best friend was here helping me that day, and we walked by and tasted it. It's 8:30 in the morning, and we're tasting 160 proof spirit.
that'll clear your sinuses.
It will, and whenever you put a finger in it and just
Yeah.
taste it, so it's not a whole lot. But
Yeah.
he kind of chuckled and said, "It's never too early for quality control."
Oh my!
Oh, well.
It's a unique culture. It's a great
Yeah.
group of people, the distillers and the whiskey enthusiasts.
And you can
yeah,
learn a
we're
lot if
having
you
fun with
don't
it.
know much about
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
We're having
This
fun with
particular
it. And John,
beverage.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
being
Absolutely.
a loyal pourer at the Legends of Texas Whiskey Festival.
We're happy to be there. It's
Yeah.
been a great experience every year. So
Good.
looking forward to the next one.
Great.
Okay. So how can folks get a ticket?
They can go online at the URL. It's legendsoftexaswhiskey.com. And you can buy there. We have these little cards out at some of the retail places, some of the restaurants and bars, and that has a QR code on it. It's got the date, Saturday, November 8th, and there's a QR code you can buy that way, or you can call the museum at 756-1633 and purchase your tickets. And so,
Okay.
and a lot of people who came the first year also came the second year. And
Oh, yeah.
that is a bye week for Baylor football and also for UT football. And it wasn't just coincidence that we picked that
You
date.
found the day.
Like you planned that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
Well, I know it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful event for the Texas Sports Hall of
Thank you.
Fame. Thank you, Bruce, for all you do
oh,
for the Hall.
thank you for having us
And-
on.
Yeah, and being
Absolutely.
such a good friend.
Yeah, good.
And for being a new friend now, John Evans, all the best to you. And we got to go down a little river and
Wait,
check
that
this out.
sounds like a Friday or Saturday night
I think
get
so.
together with the spouses.
I
Yeah,
think so.
Bruce knows how to get a hold of me. So
He knows the way. That's good.
yeah.
Well, thank you both
Okay.
so much.
Thank you,
Thank
Ann.
you.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead, and I will tell you today's show is brought to you by Gather & Co., where we are transforming houses into homes. Stay with us. A big thank you to our sponsor, Fox & Co. Bakery. Check them out for delicious baked goods and your catering needs.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game, poolside, Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.
For over 13 years, a local Wacoan, Gary Combs, has been turning his home into a Halloween display that draws crowds from across Central Texas. Since 2011, his yard has been complete with ghouls, ghosts, jumping spiders, and even a full-scale carnival with clowns. 2 years ago, he added something that goes beyond the spooky decorations. While considering his 2 grandchildren with cochlear implants, Combs built a sensory-friendly night into his spooky season to ensure that any child can go enjoy the magic of Halloween. This year, the sensory-friendly night will take place on October 25th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. The flashing lights will be turned off, the spooky sounds will be muted, and the fog machines will be turned off to eliminate overwhelming sounds and visual stimulation. There is a haunted tunnel car wash fundraiser happening over in Hewitt to benefit our local schools. From October 28th through October 30th, today's car wash at 724 Sun Valley Boulevard in Hewitt will donate 10% of all of their proceeds to Castleman Creek Elementary School. The haunted tunnel will be open each night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and admission is $29 per vehicle. Finally, the City of Bryan is hosting a Trunk or Treat So Kids Can Eat event that is fun for the whole family and for a good cause. There will be a trunk or treating, of course, plus inflatables, train rides, face painting, a photo booth, food vendors, and so much more. Admission is 5 canned goods per person to benefit the Brazos Valley Food Bank, and this is all taking place Saturday, November 1st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Bryan High School parking lot. I'm Elizabeth Riley with your Act Locally Waco News, and I will see you next time.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. We deliver premier protection at affordable prices and express shipping. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
Welcome back to the show. There is another amazing event coming up in Central Texas, and it's coming up pretty quick, talking about November 1st, and it is a huge music festival that's going to be in Salado, one of my favorite places, as you know. And this is through the Music Association of Central Texas, MACT, and I am thrilled to have the president of the board, James Stone, and the vice president of the board, Stephany Chavira. And it is so good to see you again because we have a long history.
It has been.
With Waco Civic Theater.
2019, I believe. We did Mamma Mia together. I remember us learning the last parts of the choreography in the dressing room.
Right. And we would practice together. And I never did learn that choreography, as a matter of fact.
Well, you played it off fairly well.
But you were always right there. And we were like,
yes, we're just having a good time, and that's all that's about. We
had a ball, and you know, back then you were doing music and you were performing, and so you'll be performing at this wonderful music festival.
You know, I finally get the chance and the pleasure to perform in it. I like to think of it as sharing the good love for music with everybody.
Yeah.
You know? So yes, I'll be playing up there with my buddies, my whole full band. So it'll be a fun time.
Yeah,
okay, so James, tell me about the show.
This is November 1st. It's from 11 to probably 9 p.m. There are
all day.
There are 2 stages. The outside stage has full bands, and the inside stage has 1 full band. And
this is all at Barrow Brewing.
All at Barrow Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the south end of town.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Parking will be nuts and everything else. The weather should be awesome this year.
Yeah.
Little story about last year, but we have an acre of vendors of all kinds.
Wow.
Candy, candles, handmade,
That's a
sweets. I
huge
mean, you name
festival,
it.
not just
It's a
music.
huge festival. And
Yeah.
whenever you go in, and it's very hard to kind of share with our audience that hasn't been there, it's very hard to kind of explain to them the air of festival. But I personally think that we have missed a mark a lot of the times on creating festivals for the community, to bring the community together, you know, to help musicians and do things like that.
It's a good point. We are the Music Association of Central Texas. Now that it's in its 5th year, we get requests from all over the state.
I bet you do.
And this is just Central Texas,
Yeah.
period. And I just want to say, I don't know what it is about some of the towns and cities and everything else, stuff like that. There are some opportunities here and there, but rarely do they hire any local people,
Yeah.
local artists. And we have some of the most incredible
That is
artists.
for
So,
sure.
you know, if you want to come see what Central Texas has to offer, and some of these bands you may have seen in some of the local bars and some of the other places, but
I see.
some of them you haven't.
So you're wearing the awesome shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yes. For the
So
festival.
I've done this so I can read the back of it, because you have got amazing artists
the
coming.
lineup is crazy.
Ghosts
good.
of Hill County.
Yes.
And we hope to hear some of their music in a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah, and Jen Ford,
Yeah.
Martian Folk, Scratch 3, Free Ransom, Back of the Line Band, Chavira
Yes.
Band. We got Marcus Miller, Sol Ross, Dana Spigner,
Dana. Yeah.
Brother John and the Rainbow Hearts, Charlie Whaler, KCD Band, Noah Derrick, Leah Dawn, Garrett Butler, he's been on this show before, and 36 West.
Yeah.
Which, you know, Garrett Butler, Leah, and is Sol Ross playing?
Yes.
And Sol Ross. They were the top three winners of our singer-songwriter competition.
Yes.
So we had in August and September at the Texas Music Cafe.
So Music Association of Central Texas, first off, what are we, 26 years?
20.
Yeah, it's been around a
26
while.
years.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The Groovy Awards and all that.
Yeah, all that. And
Yeah.
it's gone through a lot of changes. And I think we used to be very Waco based. And matter of fact, some people are blaming us that we don't have enough going on in Waco, and we've left Waco behind, but it's not true. We've just spread
But there's a lot happening in Temple.
There's a
well,
lot-
yes, but
And
we've
Salado.
been holding, and we start this in what, January?
We start
Every
working.
year.
Yes, it's an all year round work.
And
so
they're meetings
every
/
month.
jams. We've done O'Brien's, we've done Salado, we've done Gatesville, we've done
Killeen,
we've
Harker
done
Heights,
Yeah.
Belton,
several are here in Waco. So we try to
West,
yeah, we
Lorena.
did Brother Wells and we did Texas Music
Mhm,
Cafe.
We did.
Here's the thing. You have to be able to perform a 45-minute set.
There's a certain criteria you have to meet. So in order for you to be able to apply and to get your application looked over, you have to be able to perform, like you said, 45 minutes, because that's the gap that we need for you to perform
Right.
at the festival.
So that's covers too, not just original material.
not just
Okay.
original. It can be both
Yeah.
of
Okay.
them.
But it kind of weeds out, in other words, you have to have been performing a little while, or at
Right.
least you can't just play 2 songs, come up, play the 2 songs and expect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. What a wonderful way to grow new talent
yes.
and to give them that exposure that is just invaluable.
Well, and the festival is, and I'm going to tell this quick story. Last year, it didn't rain all summer. And we're getting closer and closer and closer. And it's going to rain November 2nd.
I
and that was
know.
and
I
it's going to
remember
rain
that.
November 2nd. It's going to rain all the way up until November 2nd. And we actually had a little prayer on Monday.
So much more I want to talk to the two of you about regarding this fabulous music festival that's going to be coming up on the 1st of November. But we're going to take a break. I will tell you that today's show is brought to you by Fox & Co. Bakery, where we bake foxy things. You stay with us. There's more of the show ahead.
Unlock a world of convenience with Mully Box, your one-stop solution for personalized subscription boxes delivered right to your door. Each box is tailored to your taste. Mullybox.com. That's MULLYBOX.com.
Our professionals are not only experts in managing urgent concerns, but also in providing top-notch preventative health care. We're proud to connect pet owners to a vast network of licensed veterinary professionals ready to address any immediate concerns. Book your first appointment today.
At Open Goal USA, we're revolutionizing training for both soccer and lacrosse with our innovative portable rebounders. Perfect for players of all ages and skill levels. Visit opengoaalusa.com and elevate your training today.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at auraorganic.com.
Whypersonalloans.com. Request a loan anytime. Our partners can offer loans up to $35,000 with varying rates and terms. Review your loan offer with no obligation and decide what works for you. Visit personalloans.com today.
So all you have to do is tap your Popple to the back of someone's phone like that, and they instantly get your social media and contact info right on the screen. They don't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. So get your Popple today and start impressing everyone you meet. Make it pop.
And we are back again with these wonderful representatives from the Music Association of Central Texas, Stephany Chavira, who's a longtime friend of mine, and James Stone, who has been on the show before talking about this wonderful festival, again, coming up on November 1st in Salado at Barrow Brewing. But you're kind of spreading out because it's like an acre of vendors and all sorts of fun things happening. We just heard from John Evans, who is a venue owner. Speaking of which, and you say you have played at his place in Little River Academy or outside it.
It's a beautiful place, and I love going in there. I haven't been there in a little bit, but he has animals outside roaming his property, right? And every time we pull up, there's this very friendly cat that jumps in my car. So that that's why these venues are so important. These businesses, it's a restaurant, and he was very proud of the fact that he's got live music, for the Wilson Valley Mercantile, correct?
That's
shout out to to him, because him and his wife and his family do an amazing job at promoting live music. Mm-hmm. They have Thursday singer-songwriter nights, and they have like a tasting room that they had they put soundproof on it and everything. And they have like sessions in there, and just that's all about helping each other out, building each other up.
Well, it's so important for musicians, and so James, tell me about some of these different acts. I mean, I kind of read off the names quickly, but Ghosts of Hill County, I mean, they're one of your big names.
Yes, they are our headliners, and this is what they gave me.
A love letter.
A love letter.
Hailing from the heart of Texas, the Ghosts of Hill County are a Texas Regional Radio Billboard Top 20 charting artist and multi-award-winning band, redefining the boundaries of Texas country music, holding multiple accolades and a recent multi-category finalist for the Texas Regional Radio Awards, and the new band and band of the year, and a member of the Texas Country Music Awards finalist nomination for Guitarist of the Year. They're a dynamic force quickly rising in the Texas music country scene, with the genre bending appeal, and their music seamlessly blends Texas country with double bass and edgy Southern rock, red dirt grit, soulful blues, with a genre-straddling sound that captivating audiences across the Lone Star State.
So when will they be playing during the day, or do you know?
They are playing.
Since they're the headliner.
They're last.
Okay.
They are between 6 and 6:30, and they'll be playing probably 90 minutes. So.
Okay.
And
yeah, good. Big show.
And and that's Amanda that I talked to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she communicated with me.
And I saw them myself. I was a judge at the Battle of the Bands thing that Southern Roots does every year. They were there 2 years ago.
Yes, 2 years ago.
They're very different. They have a lot of like red dirt country rock kind of a sound and stuff like that. But they did a couple of things where they combined, never heard it done, country and metal.
All right.
And it was awesome. I was standing on my feet. I mean,
waving.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I love it.
Whenever we were throwing out the names for our headliners at the beginning of the year, their name came up, and when I was watching their videos, I was so hooked on watching their videos because there's just so many different elements of different genres incorporated into their music.
Yeah.
It makes you not want to stop watching because you're just like, what are they gonna do next?
You know, I have to tell you,
Amazing
because
music.
of that, I was able to book them for this festival in January of this year
Good.
because you have to start early.
Oh, sure.
And by June or July, they had won a number of different awards, and
Star was rising,
They're
huh?
honoring the deal they made with me in the beginning, and I really appreciate it. But,
yeah.
But
good
I
for them, though.
we couldn't afford them right now. We put it that
There
way.
you go.
Which, you know, this is when you really understand and realize which musicians really are about giving back to their community because they remember where they're coming from. And for them to get like that, to, you know, climb the ladder and be like, okay, you know what, let me come back and grab their hand and pull them up.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Same thing the Huzza brothers are doing, you know.
Oh,
They started playing the beer garden at the
we had them
Texas.
2 years ago.
We had them headlining 2 years ago, and then now they headline it at one of the nights at the fair. So
Yeah, they
you know,
sure enough
it's a ladder that you climb, and we are so fortunate to be where we are because we're able to help musicians.
Well,
climb
that
the
just tells
ladder.
you the level of talent too in Central
There
Texas.
is so much of it, and there's so many talented musicians that completely overlook their talents and the tools that the community are giving them in order for them to propel their career. You know.
By the way, this is a free event. Doesn't cost we ask for donations, but you don't have to. And we have been doing this. It's gonna be 5 years.
5 years.
And I thought maybe we'd put a couple $100 in the bank for the next year, but so far we have broken even every single year, and it's not cheap to put this on.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
No,
but and you know, I think that James had a very good thing that we need to continue to highlight and share with people is the fact that the first couple of years we were asking people to play for free, and now with the efforts of our community and our sponsors and musicians around by sharing what we do, now we're able to pay absolutely every single act that comes through in the inside and on the outside.
Yeah,
so
it's not
it
a
helps.
heck of a lot, but for 45 minutes, it's
Hey,
not bad.
for 45 minutes, it's good. Do the math.
Yeah, no,
it's good for 45 minutes.
That can't be cheap.
yes.
So that's why your sponsors are so important.
Yes,
Indeed.
they are. We
Indeed.
couldn't do this
Yes.
without, and we can't do it without the vendors. The vendors are
Right.
incredibly important. So please come out and spend some money on them, and take a look around and buy something. That's why they're there. But we can't put this on. It's a win-win for everybody.
Sure.
And Katie Hill helps out with some of the with this too. So we couldn't do it without.
Oh, I know.
their
She's
support
such
as
an
well.
important part of the Salado community.
That brewery is just so beautiful. I love it. The
Yeah,
grounds of
yeah.
it are great.
Yeah.
So let me read this one about Jen Ford real fast.
Okay, so tell me.
This is they will be just before Ghost.
Okay.
This is Jen Ford, and she has a guy named Scott Taylor playing guitar for her, who is to me, and I am a lead guitar player, but he's, and we have very different styles and everything else, but to me, he is probably the best lead guitar or guitar player
He's
in
gotta
all
be.
of Central Texas.
He's the Lenny Kravitz of Central
Yes.
Texas.
Okay.
He's like the Jimi Hendrix of
He's so,
Central
he's
Texas.
so smooth. And some of the stuff, if you actually listen to what he did, you just be going,
Crazy good.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking Eddie Van Halen
Yeah.
level. I'll put it that way.
Awesome. Yeah.
Although he probably tell me to, shut up. But anyway, Jen Ford.
Go and hear him, and you be
Yeah,
the judge,
yeah.
right?
But he's playing guitar for it. Jen Ford has been singing her entire life. Born and raised in East Texas, Jen first started performing in church, school choir, and marching band. She attended college as a vocal music major and was a member of several select groups and ensembles before joining the U.S. Army. During her time with the military police, Jen was selected to tour with the United States Army Soldier Show, 62nd Army Band, and eventually assigned to the United States Army Europe Band and Chorus. Her experience includes radio, television, stage production, all while pursuing her career as a singer-songwriter. She performed worldwide in front of military audiences as large as 40,000. She's at home in front of a crowd and draws her energy from it.
Wow.
She is,
she's
and she has a ton of awards and things like that as well. So
how wonderful. So how did you hear about her? How did you get her?
From Scott.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's been around. She's been around for a while.
Yeah.
So
no.
On our outside stage, starting out the day would be the Stephany Chavira band.
You get the bad noise out of the way, and then the rest can count.
Yes. And anything you want?
No.
So who do you have playing with you? I've always seen you just as a acoustic
so
solo
I play with
performer.
my full band. We play several shows throughout the year with my full band. I have Tanya Norton on bass, Andrew Hudson, Dr. Hudson on keys, and Cody Ellinger on drums.
Oh, good.
It's a good night.
Yeah, that is a good
And then we
group.
have Brother John and the Rainbow Hearts, and they are very unique.
A lot of things going on at
What
once.
would you call that music?
It's almost like a bluegrass pop new era.
Yeah. It
music.
is very different.
It's so happy. It makes you happy.
Oh, I get it.
That's just the way I
You
can
cannot be
describe it.
sad listening to bluegrass.
No, it's like a new era bluegrassy poppy.
How fun is that?
Genre.
Yeah.
So then we have Martian folk, and they've been playing around. They've been around for a very long time, but that's almost hippie bluegrass. I mean, I wouldn't even know if I call it that, but the guy's a lot of fun to watch, and he gets once he gets going and he's dancing on the stage.
They got good music. They played around here. They were at the Battle of the Bands, I think 2 years ago too.
Yeah.
And then we have Free Ransom, and I haven't had a chance to hear them myself. They actually replaced a band that was selected, but the band we selected is going to be in Nashville earning awards.
Well,
So,
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And they picked that over
How
your
dare
music.
they, right?
So,
wow.
but again, Scott.
He's got connections.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
he?
Well, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, Scott Taylor is very active in the music scene. He knows a lot of people. He's met a lot of very good people because he's very talented. A lot of people that are, very big on the industry reach out to him and they're like, hey, what you doing? Because this guy, I mean, and he is unreal. Like I really, there's really no words that can compare to what he does.
Yeah.
So then we have Scratch 3, which is Colleen and Harker Heights area. And they've been around for a really long time. And like any band, they've kind of gone through some people, but they're one of my favorite bands. They rock. This is a really good rock. And then we have Back of the Line Band. And I had never heard them, but they did come to one of our jams in Salado, and they got up there and killed it. So just good classic rock band, put it that way. And then we have Jen Ford in the Ghost Hill County. That's on the outside stage, and that's going on all day. And we stayed away. We had some metal last year, and we stayed away from metal because we're also entertaining all the vendors, and some of them didn't care for
it was a little too
so
heavy
this is
for
all
him.
good, wholesome, good,
all
kinds of different music. But
on
the inside, starting out with Leah Dawn, who was one of the winners and keyboard player.
No, she's not. She's a guitar player.
Oh, she is good.
Yes,
I thought she had a keyboard.
No, you're thinking about Heidi Fuller from last year.
Oh no, okay.
We don't have a keyboard player here, and then we have Garrett Butler.
Yeah.
Out after that, which was the winner of the singer-songwriter this year.
Yeah, the guy's got a crazy, incredible voice.
He does.
Yeah. And then we have 36 West, which is John Friesner, and they're going to be full band. It's classic rock, and but it'll be acoustic. You're going to have to, keep it down inside.
Yeah.
But good band. And then this guy's kind of up and coming. He's actually got some history. Sewell Ross is a very old Texas name.
Yes, it is. Sewell Ross
was a
his
an
grandpa was
Indian
some sort of,
fighter, and then it made us all.
So he's actually related to
all the
him?
way to the governor.
So
he
this
is
Sewell Ross
related.
is related
I
to
asked him.
He's got some crazy family history. Yeah,
Well, that's
he's
pretty
really
cool.
good.
Yeah.
He was also the winner, second place.
Yeah,
for the singer-songwriter.
But he's been up and coming, good, solid country.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to, the male vocal
Yeah.
country guitar player. So,
Mhm.
melts hearts and things, stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then Noah Derrick. I have not, that one was one that I think.
One of our other directors
Yeah,
suggested it.
that
Mhm.
And then we have
suggested it.
Casey D band inside with
Yeah.
Casey Stanislaw,
Yeah.
Jaden Oliver.
No, that's just him and
I believe that's
acoustic, right?
just
It's
both
just-
of them.
Yeah, Jaden is an incredible keyboard player.
Yeah.
And Casey's got his own band.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
And then Charlie Weiler, or Weiler, is it Weiler?
I think it's Whaler.
Yeah. He's been around a long time. Also, he's more old school country.
He plays
So,
all over the place around
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Marcus Miller, and to close out. Who's Marcus Miller?
He is, this was one that Tiffany won.
Okay.
And
Tiffany
she couldn't
Hoops
make it
is
today.
one of our, she has a lot of very good ties. And then if she tells you this person's good, this person is
Yeah.
Okay.
good.
She's not going to lead you astray.
No, never, never.
Yeah.
And then finally, and he's actually doing sound for us, and I want to give a big thanks to him, but Dana Spigner.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people know who Jonna May.
Oh, yeah.
It's her
Okay.
dad.
That's her.
Oh, that's her
her
dad.
You didn't know
Oh,
that.
no,
yeah.
okay.
So
No,
Jonna
I-
Mays is.
First time I heard Jonna May, she was playing
Dana
with her dad. He was
has been-
playing. Yeah.
Dana
Dana
has
Springer
played
is-
with
Yeah.
Little River Band,
Yeah. Yeah.
toured with them,
Yeah,
and
he's-
he's been a studio musician forever.
Yeah.
Incredible guy,
musician.
and he helps.
Oh,
us, he's been helping us do
talent.
sound every year, and we always want him to
Well, the-
final out the afternoon.
The local music scene is in very good shape,
Yeah.
according to what I've heard so far. Again, the Music Association of Central Texas is having their huge music fest in Salado coming up on the 1st of November, 11 o'clock till 9-ish.
Yeah.
Great music. Thank you both so
Thank
much
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all you do for music in Central Texas.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
you've been on this show. You've been one of our.
I know.
I know. I think
I
that's
know.
awesome.
I was like, okay. Well, I
So
woke up
fun.
with a tag, and I was here, but I didn't know I was here.
All right. Well, thank you both.
Thank you, and we really
Stephany.
appreciate
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
James. Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead, and I will tell you today's show is brought to you by Gather & Co., where they are transforming houses into homes. Don't go away.
Bubble wasn't here. I don't know what people would be doing, like making PowerPoints or something. I love that I can sit down and build something the way that I think it should be built.
Bubble turns ideas into fully scalable apps. Try Bubble today.
Ronnie worked the Waffle House, had the third shift, had a body in his truck he had yet to deal with, so whoops.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
But boy, it looked effortless.
Man, watch this.
Layups, floaters, threes. He was like an unsolvable equation.
I was born like this.
His resilience, his strength, his belief, adversity never stood a chance.
Know your power.
Were you surprised when she was arrested?
No, I mean, we were expecting it, actually. We were wondering why it was taking so long.
From Dallas, Texas, this is Final Days on Earth, Season 3, The Life and Death of Greg Williams. Episode 5, The Arrest. After 3 months of reviewing evidence, investigators have done the math, and it all adds up to the frantic woman who called 911 that fateful night, the woman who repeatedly changed her story, the woman who had a financial motive to murder Greg. Michelle Marie Williams. Surprising to no one but herself, Michelle was arrested on January 9th, 2012 in Flower Mound, Texas. She was charged with first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and making a false police report. The arrest report notes that Michelle was taken into custody without incident. But even though she was handcuffed, Michelle was allowed to ride in the front seat of the squad car. That's because the Keller Police Department vehicle used for her arrest didn't have a cage separating the back seat. And seating a potentially dangerous person behind a driving officer is riskier than placing the person to the side. Still, the image of Michelle riding shotgun with the cops who arrested her is a head-scratcher. Who else but Michelle Williams could have pulled that off?
We offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at bizchair.com to transform your business. Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. That's INTERNXT.com today.